Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Welcome to TMMS educational videos. In this channel, you will learn physics, chemistry, and maths concepts of senior school. I have been teaching since 1981, and you can learn all the tricks and tips I have collected in all these years. Also, 80% of my students secure 90% plus marks and have a history of toppers of number of schools in the ICSE board exam. If you are new to my channel, click on that subscribe button and comment on what you think of it. I'd love to hear from you. Mensuration in 2D or plane figures is the branch of mathematics included in the senior school syllabus of almost all the board examinations. Plus, it is also an important topic in many competitive examinations which frame the career paths in many fields. Mensuration chapter deals with the area and perimeter of plane or 2D figures like triangles, or we can have quadrilaterals, or you will have circles, or you can have a combination of both. You see, this is triangle plus quadrilateral, or we can have a semicircle with a triangle in it. All these figures will have length and breadth, but they will have no thickness. So, what is area? Area is the surface enclosed within the boundary of the plane surface. This is what is the area. And what is perimeter? It is the length of the boundary of the plane figure. So you start from this point, go right round, go back to the same point. This length of the boundary becomes the perimeter. So we have from one point, we start traveling right round the figure till we come to the original point. So that is our perimeter. To know more about mensuration in 2D figures, the most important and number one tip is to know all the formulas well. And before I come to the list of various formulas, why don't you consider watching this video till the end and to know all the mensuration tricks? So here is the list of all the formulas. Pause the video and make sure to note down all the formulas, or simply take a screenshot of it. Read it every day so that you will not forget them. Okay? Now here are the formulas of all the quadrilaterals. You can see the area of square, rectangle, parallelogram, rhombus and trapezium. Now let me just quickly run through the formulas. For the triangles, area of any normal triangle is half base into height. You already know that. And the perimeter will be the sum of all the sides. If it's an equilateral triangle, the area is root 3 upon 4a square, where a is the side of the triangle. Perimeter will be 3 times that side because there are 3 equal sides. Area of isosceles triangle is 1/4 b into under root 4a square minus b square. Now your b is the base and a is the equal sides. So if I were to show isosceles triangle like so, this becomes the base and these two equal sides become a and a. Perimeter will be sum of all the 3 sides means a plus b, that will be 2a plus b. Then we come to area of the right angle triangle. Now area of the right triangle, if this is our 90 degrees and this is the base and this is the height, aren't these the sides which contain the 90 degrees? And so we say it is half the product of the sides containing the right angle. Then we come to area of scalene triangles. For scalene triangles, which means all sides are unequal, which means none of the 2 sides are equal, we have to first find the perimeter and then find S, which is the semi-perimeter. A, B, C, these are the sides, the three sides of the triangle. And then the area is given by under root S into S minus A into S minus B into S minus C. And remember, this is also called as Heron's formula or Hero's formula. Okay. So once again, for scalene triangle, let us see your S is semi-perimeter. So what is our semi-perimeter? Semi-perimeter is A plus B plus C upon 2, and this value is substituted here as S. What are A, B and C? They are our sides of the triangle. Now let us come to the quadrilaterals. So area of the square, A square, what is A? A is the side. So it becomes side square. So perimeter will be, you will have 4 such sides. So each one of these sides is A. So the perimeter will be 4 times A, that is 4A. And the diagonal of the square is A root 2. For deriving this, you have to just join the 2 vertices across and you get the diagonal, and then you use the Pythagoras theorem to get the diagonal. So we have the diagonal of the square A root 2. Area of the rectangle is length into breadth. You already know that. Perimeter will be twice length plus twice breadth, means 2 into L plus B, and the diagonal again will use Pythagoras theorem. So you see, if this is the rectangle, this is your L and this is your B, then when we take the diagonal, we are going to use the Pythagoras theorem. Diagonal square will be L square plus B square, and so diagonal of a rectangle becomes under root L square plus B square. Now area of the parallelogram is base into height. So if we have a parallelogram like so, this is the base and this is the height. So it becomes base into height, because basically there are 2 triangles. Each one of these triangles, this triangle and this triangle, these triangles are going to be equal in area because both of them have equal bases and they both are lying between the same parallels, and so their height also will be the same, and so we get base into height. Area of the rhombus. Now rhombus is a parallelogram which has all sides equal, and so basically its area also will be same as parallelogram, base into height, but it is also given as half into bracket product of diagonals, and the diagonals are given as D1 and D2. What are D1 and D2? They are the diagonals, the 2 diagonals. And so we come to the side of the rhombus, which will also be given by the formula half under root D1 square plus D2 square, and the perimeter of rhombus will be 4 times A. What is our A? A is each side. Then we come to area of trapezium. Area of trapezium is half A plus B into H. Now, remember, a trapezium has one pair of sides parallel. This will be your A and this will be your B. So A plus B means the parallel sides. So it is half into sum of the parallel sides into H, and that is the vertical height, like so. So now that we know all the formulas well, let us come to the application of that. So remember to read these formulas every day so that you will not forget them. Okay? Now let us come to the questions that are based on this. In order to solve these questions, first thing you have to look for is what is given. Now the sides of the triangle are in the ratio 5:12:13, and its perimeter is given as 180 centimeters. What is given? The ratio of the sides, which means 3 sides are supplied. So 3 sides will be 5x, 12x, 13x. Why? Because the ratio is given. What else is given? The perimeter. What does our perimeter mean? If the 3 sides of the triangle are A, B and C, then perimeter becomes A plus B plus C. So can we not connect this with this? And so we will see, let the sides be 5x, 12x, 13x centimeter. This is clear to all of you? This one is the first step and an easy step. So tip number 2 is to connect what is known with what is unknown. That is your tip number 2. Understand, and that will be the tip you have to follow in most of the questions. Almost all the questions, you have to just follow that tip. Connect the known quantity with the unknown quantity. Alright, so now that we understood, perimeter also has been given. So we'll write perimeter is equal to A plus B plus C, which means sum of all the sides. So we will write 5x plus 12x plus 13x. How much does that come out to be? 17 and 17 and 13. That is 30x. And this perimeter is 180 centimeter. And so therefore we'll have x is equal to 180 upon 30, which means 6. And so therefore the sides are 5x, 12x, and 13x. So what are our sides? 30 centimeter, 12 sixes, and 13 sixes. So we got the sides. Now if they are the sides, do you see that it's a scalene triangle? Now if it's a scalene triangle, run to your formulas. What is the area of scalene triangle? Area scalene triangle is given as under root. Come on, which formula is it? Tell me fast. Isn't it Heron's formula or Hero's formula? What does it say? Do we remember it? Have we forgotten? No? We remember? Okay. So now that we understood up to here, let us see how we proceed. So we find the semi-perimeter. Either we use this formula like so, or remember in our question, the perimeter was given as 180 anyway. So that divided by 2 gives us 90 centimeter. Now we write the formula once again and we substitute. So we will have area scalene triangle, and we will write the formula once again. Come on, speak with me. S into S minus A, second bracket, S minus B, correct. And the third bracket, come on, say it with me, S minus C, correct. So that will be equal to under root. Come on, let's substitute. What is S? 90. Into bracket, S minus A means 90 minus the first side. What is our first side? 30. Now, S is again 90 minus B means 72. And the third side is C, which will be again 90 minus 78. We will write like so. In our next step, can we write this on our own? Shall I ask you to pause the video and write it on your own? Will you do that? Okay, time starts now. Check your steps. After subtracting this, we have under root 90 into 60 into 18 into 12. Now, how many of you multiplied the whole thing and were worried how to find the square root? This is the trick. See, this is your tip number 3. Tip number 3 is when you take the square root, you find the pattern of the numbers. There is 18 here, there is 12 here. So I saw here 18 into 5, 90. So I wrote 18 into 5. 60 was 12 into 5. So I wrote 12 into 5. And this I wrote as it is. Can you see? This is a good tip. Can you see that? All 12s and 18s and 5s we group together. And now when we find the square root, we will write 18, then 12 and 5. And now don't multiply 18 by 12. Multiply 12 and 5. 12 and 5 gives you 60 and 18 6 is 108. Okay, you don't know 18 times table. You could do 18 into 5, that is 90, and 12 nines 108. Can you see how we get 1080 as our answer? So, did you get it? 1080 centimeters square? Very good. Give yourself a star. So you have collected your first star. How many of you got the first star? Write it in the comment box right now. Our question 2 says the area of an equilateral triangle is 64 root 3 centimeters square. Find its perimeter. Now again, tip number 2, I have told you, connect the known with the unknown. So you will say now perimeter does not have a formula that looks like this, or area does not look like perimeter. So understand what is perimeter. Perimeter means sum of the sides. Now can you see this is an equilateral triangle, means all sides are equal. When all sides are equal, the perimeter will be 3 into A. Now quickly run to the list of formulas and tell me what is the area of equilateral triangle. Did you find it? Come on, quickly tell me. Area of equilateral triangle. Come on. What is the formula? Root 3 upon 4 into A square. Did you get it? Alright. And so we have 64 root 3 will be equal to root 3 upon 4 multiplied by A square. And therefore our A square will be equal to, take the numbers all one side and come on, solve this. Let's see if you can do it. I'm not going to do this. I'm pausing this video just now and you are going to start now. Come on, check your steps now. What are steps? A square becomes, this 64 root 3 is here and this root 3 upon 4 goes to the other side. So when it is transposed, it will become reciprocal and it will become 4 upon root 3. And so root 3 gets cancelled and our A square is 64 into 4. Did you multiply these or did you write it like so? Quickly tell me. Wasn't this the smarter way of doing things? Tell me. 64 gives us square root 8 and 4 gives us its square root as 2. So 8 into 2, 16 centimeters. So this is your tip number 3. As I told you, see the number patterns. So this is a major tip over here and very important. Otherwise you will multiply this, you will get a big number and you'll find the square root, you'll waste time. So this is a time saving technique. Remember that. It's important. Right over the important step. Take care. Okay. So perimeter becomes 3A, which is equal to 3 into 16. What is the value of A? 16. And 16 into 3 gives us 48 centimeters. And that is our answer. So those who got it nice and right, all steps nicely done. Give yourself a star. Done that? Good. Those who didn't get a star, next time. That brings us to question number 3. Find the area of an isosceles triangle having perimeter 40 centimeter. Now see, the moment you spot the number, you should underline this. Base 18 centimeter. Again spot this number and see what quantity it is. So now you connect this perimeter with the base. Now isosceles triangle looks like this. This is the base and these are the equal sides. And so you will have the perimeter will be 2a plus b, and so we'll write just that. So we have perimeter will be equal to 2a plus b, and so 40 is equal to 2a plus 18. Can we solve this? 40 minus 18 is equal to 2a, and therefore we will have 22 equal to 2a. Therefore a turns out to be 22 upon 2, which is 11 centimeter. Now that we got our base as 18 centimeter and these ones are 11 centimeter each, so we can now go to the formula for the area of isosceles triangle. Do you remember the area of isosceles triangle formula? Come on, quickly run, find the list of the formula. Give me the area of isosceles triangle. Do you remember it? It is 1/4. Come on, tell me. What is our formula? 1/4 b into under root 4a square minus b square. You got it right? Okay. So it becomes 1/4. What does our value of b tell us? B is the base, which is 18, multiplied by under root. We are going to have 4 multiplied by a square. A is 11, so it is 11 square minus b square is 18 square. Are we getting that right? Did we understand so far? Now let us see how we do this. Let us see if we can simplify this. 2 goes twice, 2 goes 9 times. So you'll have 9 upon 2, and under root you will have 4 multiplied by 11 square is 121 minus 18 square is 324. And so we will have 9 upon 2 into under root 484 minus 324. That gives us 9 upon 2, and here we get under root 4 minus 4 is 0, 8 minus 2 is 6, 4 minus 3 is 1. Now, are you able to see some pattern here? That was your tip number 3. Look at the pattern. Isn't this a square number? So we write 16 into 10. And so we will have 9 upon 2 multiplied by, from this 16, the square root will be 4, multiplied by under root 10 we keep as it is. And now 2 1s and 2 2s, so you will have 18 multiplied by root 10, so 18 root 10, and that is our answer. We write the unit as centimeter square, and that is our answer. So sometimes they will supply root 10 value. If they supply root 10 value, then you substitute, multiply, get the answer. Everybody understood this? Can we go to the next question? Let us come to question number 4. In triangle ABC, angle B is 90 degrees. AC is 10 centimeter. So from here to here, this is 10 centimeter. The moment we see this, we have to record it. BC is 6 centimeters, so this is 6 centimeter. Triangle DBC is equilateral triangle. So this is 60 degrees, this is 60 degrees, this is 60 degrees. And find the shaded area. Now look at our shaded area. How will we get the shaded area? It is the big triangle minus this small triangle. Okay, so this is the first thing that you have to note. The first tip is to understand what is the connection between what they have given and what is to be found out. So what is the shaded area? Shaded area is the big triangle, which is a right triangle, and right triangle minus the equilateral triangle. Do we know the sides of equilateral triangle? Of course. DC is how much? 6 centimeters. BD is how much? How much is BD? 6 centimeters, correct? So if I have to get the right triangle, the area of the right triangle, what I should do? I should find AB. How can I find AB? I know the hypotenuse. Opposite 90 degrees is hypotenuse. So can we not find our AB? So what we will say is, in right triangle ABC, by Pythagoras theorem, I'll just say PT, and I'll have AC square is equal to AB square plus BC square, correct? So 10 square is equal to 6 square plus AB square. Sorry, I should have written AB square plus 6 square. So therefore you will have 100 minus 36 is equal to AB square, and that will give us AB square will be equal to 64, and that will give us our AB as how much? 8. So we'll write therefore AB is equal to 8 centimeter. Are we getting that? So this is our 8 centimeter from here to here. Got that? Is it possible for us to find the area of right triangle? Yes, because this is the height and this is the base. So we will have area of triangle ABC will be equal to half base into height, and that will give us half into 6 into 8. How much is that? 24 centimeter square. Did we get that? Then we have to find this equilateral triangle. This equilateral triangle, each side is 6. Do we remember the formula for equilateral triangle? Area of equilateral triangle DBC is going to be, do you remember? This is our formula for the area of equilateral triangle, correct? So that will give us root 3 upon 4 multiplied by 6 square is 6 into 6. So 2 will go here like so. And what we will get is 9 root 3 centimeter square. Are we getting there? All right. Now let us look at the diagram. Our diagram is the shaded area, which is right triangle minus which triangle? It will be DBC, correct? And so we will say shaded area. Shall we write that? Shaded area will be equal to area triangle ABC minus area triangle DBC. Let us substitute. What is our value? For triangle ABC it is, and here it is. Now can you see we have been given the value of root 3? Can you look there? Where is the value of root 3? Did you find that? And so we substitute 24 minus 9 into 1.732, which is going to give us 24 minus, when you multiply, you will get 15.588. No need to waste time on this video. Now let us subtract and we will get 8.412 centimeter square. Everyone knows how to subtract, right? So did we understand how we get this? So that is our answer. Are we getting it? Are we understanding how this is to be done? Watch this very carefully. What did we do? We looked at the right triangle and we found the third side, and then we found the area of the right triangle. We found the area of the equilateral triangle, and we subtracted the small triangle from the big triangle to get the shaded area. Are we understanding? Now this chapter becomes a little annoying, a little difficult, because the children get upset with the formulas and the children get upset with the calculations. But do everything calmly, write all the steps neatly and clearly. You will never go wrong. Let us look at a question which sometimes confuses the children. Let us look at the diagram. You can see ABCD is the diagram in which AB is equal to AD, and BD, BC and CD, they are equal. Let us see what the question has to say. The diagram shows a field made of an isosceles triangle ABD and an equilateral triangle BDC. The perimeter of the triangle ABD is 21 meter and its base BD is 1.5 times its equal side. So if I call this base as B, then equal sides become A and A. So the base BD, which means B, is equal to 1.5 times its equal side, means 1.5 times A. So let us write over here, let's make a note of it. B is equal to 1.5 times A, which means therefore B is equal to 3/2 times A. Okay, now that we got this, let us see how we proceed. Find the area of the field. So the area of the field, you can see it's a quadrilateral, but it is neither a square, nor a rectangle, nor a trapezium. And so you see we do not have the formula for this. So you can just look at this as isosceles triangle having A and B, which will be linked with this. What is this number here? It is the perimeter. What does perimeter mean? It will be the sum of all three sides of ABD, which means it will be A plus B. Okay, so what we have been given is perimeter of triangle ABD is equal to 21. Therefore, 2A plus B is equal to 21. But we have been told that B is 3/2 times A. Can you see this part? So we write just that. So we will write here 2A plus 3/2 times A, and that is equal to 21. Are we understanding this? Okay. Now, in order to add this, we will multiply the whole thing by 2. Why should we multiply by 2? Because the denominator here is 2. So we will make them into friendly numbers. So it becomes 4A. Here you multiply by 2, so plus 3A is equal to, here you multiply by 2, so 42. That will give us 7A is equal to 42. Therefore, A is equal to 42 upon 7. Therefore, A is equal to 6. Now we got that. Let us find how much is the base. The base is 3/2 times A, which means it is 3/2 multiplied by 6. And so you have 9 meter as the base. So in our diagram, I will write here, this is 9 meter, that is the base. A is 6 meter, so I'll call this as 6 meter here, and this is a 6 meter. So this becomes an isosceles triangle. We have value of A as 6 and value of B is 9. And this triangle over here, BDC, is an equilateral triangle. So this also is 9 centimeter. This is 9 centimeter. So you see all three sides of this are known. All three sides of this are known. So the total area will be area of triangle ABD plus area of triangle BDC. So we do just that. Now I've written here in triangle ABD, B, that is the base, is 9 meter and A is 6 meter, and therefore area of isosceles triangle ABD. What is our formula? Do you remember the formula? Tell me fast. Do you remember this formula? Quickly let us substitute. How much is B? How much is A? How much is B? Did we see how to substitute? So we write 9/4 into under root 4 into 36 minus 81. So that gives us 9/4 multiplied by under root. This is 144 minus 81. So we now write 9/4 multiplied by under root. 4 minus 1 is 3, 14 minus 8 is 6, and so that gives us 9/4 multiplied by this. We look for the factors, which is 9 into 3, so that we can take the square root of this 9. So that gives us 9 upon 4 multiplied by 3 multiplied by root 3. So 9 into 3 is 27, root 3 upon 4. Those many meters square is the area of triangle ABD. Now we have to get the total area, which means we have to find the area of the equilateral triangle also. And so we will say in equilateral triangle BCD, small a is equal to 9 meter, and therefore area of triangle BCD is equal to, tell me what's the formula? Now pause this video, quickly substitute and get me the answer. Check your steps. Did you get this? All right. Now we have to find the total area. Come on, quickly find the total area. Check your steps. Total area would be area of triangle ABD plus area of triangle BCD. That is this plus this. Add 27 to 81. That gives us 108 root 3 as it is upon 4 as it is. Now 4 ones, 4 twos 8 and 4 sevens 28. So it becomes 21 root 3. Then you substitute the value of root 3 as 1.732. This is slightly irritating calculations, but never mind, you should be able to do this. It is 46.764 meters square. Who got that? Give yourself a star. Well done. Those who couldn't, did you understand how this is to be done? All of you understanding? Now this is your answer 1. Now for our answer to second part, we have to find the cost. The cost is going to be at the rate of 200 rupees per meter square. So it is going to be rupees 200 multiplied by 46.764. And so you shift the decimal point, you will say it will be rupees 2 into 4676.4. Easy? Are you finding it easy? Now multiplying this by 2 is also easy. How much is it? Multiply quickly. Did you get that right? Rupees 9352.80. And that is our answer. So now let us come to the quadrilateral. That's question number 6. This is going to be a little longer video, but I will be giving you the tips about what to watch and where to watch. I will give you the clues for that. So look at ABCD. In the figure, AB is 8 centimeter. So I'll write 8 centimeter here. BC is 12. So I'm writing 12 centimeter here. That will be from here to here. AD is 7. So this is 7 centimeter from here to here. And you are asked to find the area of quadrilateral ABCD. Now out here, there are 2 ways of doing this. First of all, you can see that this is a trapezium. So you can have this AD parallel to BC. You can perceive that. So this becomes your A and this becomes your B. Getting that? And this is given as 8 centimeter. So directly we can use the trapezium formula. Do you remember the trapezium formula? Area of trapezium is equal to half A plus B into H. What is our A and B? A and B are the parallel sides. So it will be 7 plus 12 multiplied by 8, that is 8. And so 2 goes once and 4 times. So you will see here 19, that is 7 plus 12 into 4. How much is that? 19 into 4 is 76 centimeters square. And that is our answer. Is that simple enough? Now, sometimes if you have forgotten this formula, I would suggest that you will just draw the perpendicular like this. If you drop a perpendicular like this, then we'll call this as DE. And so DE will also be 8 centimeters because this becomes a rectangle. Yes, 90, 90 and 90. Yes. Okay. So what does this become? Doesn't it become a rectangle? You can get the area of this rectangle, length multiplied by breadth. How much is that? 7 is 56, it will be right. Okay. And here, this triangle, what does this triangle become? Isn't it a right triangle? So, can you see from B to E, it will be 7 centimeter like so? Yes. Now, if the whole thing is 12 and this is 7, then this becomes 5. And so, area of this right triangle becomes half base into height, that is 5 into 8. That will be half. 5 into 8 means half of 5 into 4, that is 20. So we got this area as 56. This area we got as 70. This area we got as 20. And when you add the two, what do you get? 56 plus 20, that is 76. And that is our answer. So did you understand this tip again? If you are not able to remember this, you can even proceed like so. And you saw that we did this mentally. Now let us come to the next question. That is question number 7. And this particular question I am taking from a question paper. Now can you see A, B, C, D? You can see that it's a trapezium. And you have been given that AD is 25 centimeters, AB is 76 centimeters, DC is 20 centimeters and CB is 39 centimeter. And you have to find the area of the trapezium. Now trapezium, we just now saw trapezium. The formula was half A plus B multiplied by the height. So we do not know how to find the height. So let us first draw this diagram on our answer sheet and then we will proceed. So you have seen that we have the diagram on the answer sheet and then we have dropped DE perpendicular and CF perpendicular to AB, and so CDEF becomes a rectangle, and so your CD and FE will be equal to 20. So from here to here this is 20 centimeter like so, correct? And DE and CF, can you see this DE? Can you see this CF? Can you see it is equal to H? That will be the height of the trapezium, okay? Now, can you see that AE and FB we do not know, but we know this entire AB. So what we will have is our AE plus FB, that is this plus this, will be equal to this whole thing minus this 20, which means it is 56 centimeter. And so we will call from here to here as X. So we'll say let AE become X centimeter. And so from here to here, this becomes 56 minus X. Centimeter. Now, can you see there are two triangles here? I have marked them with yellow and green color. So, if we link this with H, we can use Pythagoras Theorem. Now, tell me in right triangle AED by Pythagoras Theorem, what will we get? Which is the hypotenuse? AD. So we will have AD square will be equal to AE square and plus DE square. Can you see that? Yes. Let us look at the diagram so that you can see it clearly. AD square is equal to AE square plus DE square. Okay, and so 25 square will be equal to x squared plus h squared. Now let us take this triangle. So we'll say in right triangle CFB, by Pythagoras theorem, which is the hypotenuse opposite 90. Can you see that? Yes. So BC square is equal to CF square plus FB square. Now BC is 39 square, which is equal to CF means h, so it will be h squared, and FB is going to be 56 minus x, the whole square. Okay, now that you got the values, understand that we have to finally get h. Once we get h, we'll use our formula for the area of trapezium and we can get the area of the entire trapezium. Okay, so now let us see how we can proceed after this. So we will have therefore 25 square minus x squared will be equal to h squared, and here this side we will have 39 square is equal to h square plus this, I'm going to open the bracket. Now 56 square, 6 6 36, carry 3, 6 5 30, 60 63, carry 6 and 5 square is 25 and 6 31, minus 112x plus x squared. Now you can look at, you can watch the video in which I have given the shortcut to write the square of any two-digit number. That's what I have done to use this. Now I'll use the same technique over here for 39 square. So I will have 39 square, 9 9s 81, carry 8, 9 3s 27, 2s 54, 54 and 8 is 62, carry 6, so 1521. So h square plus 3136 minus 112 x plus x squared. Okay, so I will have now 1521 minus 3136 plus 112x minus x squared, and that is equal to h square. What did I do? This h square I kept here only, and all these things I brought the other side. So when they were transposed the other side, their signs changed. Can you see that? Can you see that? Can you see that? Yeah, okay. Now, can you see h square is this and h square is this as well? And so we will say therefore h square will be equal to 25 square minus x squared, which is equal to 1521 minus 3136 plus 112x minus x squared. Did you get it? So now minus x squared got cancelled, and on the left hand side you will have 625, and I'm bringing all the numbers here, so it will be minus 1521 plus 3136, and that is equal to 112x. Now when you do the subtraction with this and addition with this, it gives us 2240, and that's equal to 112x. 2240 is equal to 112x. Therefore, x is equal to 2240 upon 112, and that will give us 20 centimeter as our x. Now, let us look at our diagram. Can you see this diagram of ours? This x is 20 centimeter from here to here. So can we not find h from there? So 25 square will be equal to 20 square plus h square. And so basically what we are going to do is we are going to substitute in this the value of x. So we are going to say substituting x equal to 20 in 25 square minus x squared equal to h squared. Remember that earlier equation. Therefore 625 minus 20 square is equal to h square. Therefore 625 minus 400 is equal to h square. And therefore 225 is equal to h square. That gives us h equal to under root 225, which is equal to 15 centimeter. Okay. So now we are going to keep your h equal to 15 centimeters. This h also is going to be 15 centimeter. And so we are going to use the formula. This is your small a. This is your small b. So the value of a and b, that is the parallel sides we know. We know the height and directly we can use our formula. We write our formula. Area of trapezium is half a plus b into h. Now we already saw that a was 20 centimeters, b was 76 centimeters and h we found out to be 15 centimeters. So now let us add this and that will give us 96 here multiplied by 15. And so you get 2 ones and 2 goes 48 times. So you will have 48 into 15. And let us multiply 15 8s 120, carry 12, 15 4 60 and 12 is 720 centimeters square, and that is our answer. Are we understanding how to go about this? Now let us come to another question from a paper. PQRS is a parallelogram. Can you see this? PQRS, a parallelogram. Altitude AP and BR, they are given. Find the lengths of PQ, that is this, and QR, and perimeter of PQRS is given as 24 centimeter. So let us draw this diagram on the paper and let's see how we can solve it. So you can see that we have drawn PQRS as the parallelogram. We have this side parallel to this and this side is parallel to this. Now what we do is we write what has been given. Always write what is given. PQRS is a parallelogram. Altitude AP and BR, their measures are given. I'm writing them. And the perimeter, what does perimeter mean? PQ plus QR plus RS plus SP. That is equal to 24 centimeters. And we have to find the value of PQ and QR. Now you will see that because the perimeter of PQRS has been given as 24 centimeters, we will take our PQ equal to SR equal to X centimeters and our PS equal to QR equal to Y centimeters. Why would you say that? Because opposite sides of parallelogram are equal. And so we have twice PQ because this and this they are equal, plus twice QR because this and this also is equal to 24 centimeters. Now you divide the whole thing by 2. So you will have PQ plus QR equal to 12 centimeters. So PQ means X and your QR means y. So x plus y is equal to 12 centimeter, and therefore y will be equal to 12 minus x. What is y? Y is QR, which is what we have to find. Can you see we have to find QR as well as PQ. So our PQ becomes our x and our QR becomes y, which is equal to 12 minus x. Did we get so far? Now, area of parallelogram is base into height. Now, base into height means, watch this in the diagram, this base multiplied by this height. So, for this base, this is the height. So, we write PQ into BR is equal to QR multiplied by AP. If this is the base, then this becomes the height. But the parallelogram remains the same. So, we write like this. Now that we understood PQ, we will write the value as X. And BR will be 6. Then QR is 12 minus X. And AP is 3. So we are just going to substitute. Watch this now how it goes. PQ is X multiplied by BR is 6 centimeter, which is equal to QR, which is 12 minus X, and multiplied by AP, which is 3. Now, can you see how simple it is? Now I'm going to ask you to pause this video and I'm going to give you time to solve this for X. Check your steps. We cancel this 3 and this 6, 3 ones and 3 twos. So we have 2x equal to 12 minus x. This x gets transposed here. So we have 3x equal to 12, x equal to 4. So x, which is PQ, is equal to 4 centimeter. Y, which is QR, is 12 minus x. Becomes 12 minus 4, which is 8 centimeter. You got that right. Give yourself a nice star. I hope you are collecting good number of stars. Now we come to another question. The area of a rhombus is 216 square centimeter. If its one diagonal is 24 centimeter, find the length of the other diagonal, length of its side, and the perimeter of this rhombus. Now, as usual, first of all, we'll draw the diagram and then we'll start thinking. So, we have drawn the diagram. Can you see that? A, B, C, D. What do we know about a rhombus? That all sides are equal. It's a parallelogram with all sides equal and the diagonals bisect each other at 90 degrees. The area of the rhombus has been given and one diagonal D1 has been given. Length of the other diagonal means D2 we have to find. So how do we connect D1, D2 and the area? Remember your tip number 1, know your formulas well. So we will write area of rhombus is equal to half D1 D2. This is our formula. Do you remember the formula? Area of rhombus is 216 centimeter square, which is equal to half into 24 multiplied by D2. So 2 ones and 2 goes 12 times here. So you will have 216 upon 12 is equal to D2, and therefore let us have 6 goes twice, 6 3s 18 and 6 6 36, and 2 ones and 2 goes 18 times, and therefore we will have D2, that is the other diagonal, is 18 centimeter. And that becomes our answer 1. Now we have to find the length of the side. Now what is the connection between the length of the side, that is small a as we represent in our formula, each side is a centimeter. Length of the side and d1 and d2, that is our second formula that we have to know. Do you remember the formula? What is our formula? Do you remember? Side is equal to half into d1 square plus d2 square and the root of it. And so we will write it as half into under root d1 square is 24 square plus d2 square is 18 square. That would give us half under root 24 square is and 18 square is, so we have under root, let's add this, so we have half into under root 900 is 30, and so each side becomes and that is our answer 2. Now we come to the last bit. The third part says perimeter is equal to 4 multiplied by a. That is our formula. Do you remember that? Then we substitute and we will get 60 centimeters, and that is our answer 3. Let us come to one more question. This is again from a paper. You can see, find the area of the crossroad in the adjoining figure. Also compute the cost of paving the crossroad with tiles at the cost of rupees 15 per square meter. And you can see that there is the area here. It's a rectangle, and then we have a crossroad here. And we have to find the area of the crossroad. So let us first draw the diagram. So now you have seen the diagram that we have drawn. So it's basically the crossroad is made of how many parts? These are all rectangles. Although it looks kind of complex, but not a complex thing at all. We can actually divide this into different areas. So if you look at this part over here, it is area 1 plus area 5 plus area 3. And that is going to be equal to the length multiplied by breadth. How much is the length over here? 80. And how much is the breadth? It is 8. And so that gives us 8, 8, 64, so 640 meters square. Now if you look at this part of the crossroad, it will be area 2 plus area 5 plus area 4. And that again will have its length multiplied by breadth. Now the length is going to be 45 and the breadth is going to be equal to 15. And so if you multiply 15 5s 75, carry 7, 15 4 60 and 7 is 675 meters square. The total area of the crossroad, how much will it be? it will be this plus this, but when I add 1 plus 5 plus 3 plus 2 plus 5 plus 4, can you see that 5 is repeated? So what I need to do is 640 plus 675. We will add this area to this area and subtract this area 5 minus area 5. Add the two. Minus. Now look at your area 5. Your area 5, this is 8 and this is 15 and this is 8 and this is 15. All these are in meters. So area 5 is going to be equal to 15 multiplied by 8. And so 1315 minus 15 is 120. Got that? Now, what will be the cost of paving it? The cost of paving will be rupees 15 multiplied by 1195, which is going to be equal to 15 fives 75, carry 7, 15 nines 135 and 7, 142, carry 14, 15 ones 15 and 14, 29, carry 2, 15 ones 15 and 2, 17. So the cost of paving is rupees 17925, and that is our answer. So you see, this mensuration chapter is not so bad. Now I'm going to look at the last question, that is question number 10. In our last question, we have been given A, B, C, D, E, F. This is a diagram, and we have to find the area and the perimeter of this figure. So you will see that AF has been given AB, BC, you can see all that, right? Now this is neither a triangle nor a quadrilateral. So the beauty about this chapter, mensuration, is that you can now make it into different shapes by just constructing like this BE. We have converted this entire diagram into a trapezium and a rectangle. Can you see that? Now this rectangle BCDE will have CD as 20 centimeters. So BE also will be 20 centimeters. Yes. And your BC and ED, they are 3 centimeters given. So this becomes our rectangle with sides, length as 20 centimeters and breadth as 3 centimeters, correct? Now, this is a trapezium, and that too 5 centimeters. 5 centimeter means it's an isosceles trapezium. If we drop the perpendiculars, if this is 14 centimeters, this also will be 14 centimeters. So your BH and your GE are going to be equal sides. So we write this as X, we write this as X, and then it becomes X plus 14 plus X will be equal to 20. And therefore it will give me 2X is equal to 20 minus 14. And therefore I will have 2X is equal to 6 and X will be equal to 3 centimeter. So this is going to be 3 centimeter. This is going to be 3 centimeter. And so can we not use the Pythagoras theorem to get AH? This is a right triangle. So what we will say? In right triangle AHB by Pythagoras theorem. Can you find the height quickly? Can I give you time? Check your steps. Did you get this right? Got that right? Good. Well done. Now we have to find the area of this whole figure. So we are going to say area of BCDE. BCDE will be equal to something multiplied by something. You're going to find it, and then we will have area of trapezium ABEF will be equal to half into sum of parallel sides, means A plus B into H. That will be equal to, will you be able to substitute now and get this? Your time starts now. Check your steps. Area of BCDE is 20 into 3, which is 60 centimeters square, and the trapezium comes out to be, look fast. Did you get that? Now the entire figure will be adding the two areas. So we write it is 60 plus 68, which is 128 centimeters square. Did you get it right? Give yourself a lovely star. And in this video, we have 5 stars to be won. Now write in the comment box, tell me how many of you got 1 star, 2 stars, up to 5 stars, how much you have got. Let me know. And those who didn't get, practice more. Remember the tips that I've given you, the first tip and the second tip and the third tip. Yes, we have revised that more than enough. And I hope now you are absolutely confident about mensuration chapter. All the best, and thank you for watching. For more information on the concepts of maths, physics, and chemistry, subscribe to my channel and click on the notification bell so you will be updated whenever I upload a new video, and enjoy learning the easy way.